Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. So today, I did something different. I haven't had a grilled cheese for a while. And I had those cheese slices in there. I said I should eat them up. So, and the ham is slices there I got at Walmart. And it's honey. Smoked ham and honey, maple, honey flavored, I think it said. Anyway, sweet. Vanilla yogurt in my coffee. Well, yesterday, our gas was just a little bit cheaper than Costco, but enough to get all those Costco people riled up. Because Costco would have been really busy. There were no school yesterday, people brought their kids, they would have, and then the gas, anyone that wasn't going to Costco to get groceries or whatever, wasn't going to drive up there and be in the lineup, so they came to us. And we were cheaper. In the car wash. Where I work, I've been there, be 6 years in August. And in that time, all that time, yesterday, I sold the most tokens I ever sold in that small little, compared to the other ones, right? They got bigger in Edmonton. And only one bay was down. And we had lineup. Wash bay, only one. And then when I started my shift, the girl that works mornings, she went to do her vehicle and she said the one didn't work. We closed it. I waited until I could get out there. About an hour or two later, I said, well, we got lineups and we're down one. I'm going to go check it out. And I took a paper clip and put it in and it worked. So I opened it back up again. But and people, it says they don't want people to bucket wash their vehicle because they come in with 2 tokens, they wash the thing and then rinse it. And they spend time in there bucket washing. You gotta use our equipment if you're gonna park in our bay. It makes sense. Anybody that owns a business, they're not gonna want someone to walk into Cora's with their own eggs and bacon and use their stove and toasters and stuff and leave and maybe have a coffee. You can't do that, right? Anyway, so a lot of people will go bucket wash. I know they are because they're coming in wetting their rag in our bathroom and they buy 2 tokens. You know they're bucket wash. Anyhow, it's not cold out. You don't have to wipe it down. That's another thing. It says we discourage like wiping down your vehicle if it's busy. People will stay in there for 2 hours wiping down their fucking car. Seriously, I'm not exaggerating. But we got a lineup at the door now. We were quite busy when the girl was bucket washing, but she kept on, and I was so busy I tried to get out to have a cigarette when it's not busy, and I got her kids running back and her daughter running back and forth wanting to wet the towel. Well, at the end of it, I told her. I said, I'm going out for a break, you can't go in until I get back in there. That's what I said to her. Smart ass kid. Didn't they bring a, is there going to bucket wash? Anyway, so got that done. But when we're busy, I look out there, see what's going on, right? One guy, he's wiping his car down. He's there for a long time. And there's two people, there's a lineup, literally. There's two people waiting, and he's wiping his car inside the thing. And it's so sunny in the parking lot. I went right over to him. I said, there's a lineup out there, people waiting to get in here. I said, you'll have to go out in the sun and wipe down your car. Because there's plenty of parking out there. There's no bingo. He got a whole thing to park and the sun is just blaring down and he's in playing around, wiping, and I told him, you're going to have to go out in the sun. Yeah. He laughed. But I think that's the only reason why we had such a lineup. Because people was in there. I said, if there's nobody in here, we don't care. I said, but when there's a lineup, and it's even posted if you read the sign. You know, if we're busy, we discourage wiping your vehicle down, like, you know. Because you know, in the wintertime, when they do it, there's no lineup. But that's what made it so exhausting, is dealing with them people, you know. And one guy, he came in, got tokens. As he was there, these ones that never got gas for a long time, these people, got the old discount card. And they don't work in there. They don't, and then the pump won't work because it's looking anyway. They come in complaining. My pump's not working. I said, can I see your discount card? And I mean, they're old. I'm like, no, it's not gonna. Here's a new one. So, Buddy getting tokens. He hears all this, right? So, after you're done his car wash, he comes in. And this is how he talks, too. He talks this way. What's that thing about a discount card? I said, oh, you put this in the pump first. Are you paying at the pump or in here? At the pump. I said, okay. I said, here's the card. You put this in first, and then it'll tell you what to do, and it gives you 4 cents off a liter. He bumps his gas, he comes in, throws the card on the counter. I look at him, he goes, it didn't work. I said, well, did you get your gas? Yeah. So, I went and checked, and it did work, but he only got $20 in gas and had 70 cents off. Well, yes, it did work. If you're only going to get $20 in gas, of course, it's not going to be a high number. Anyway, so I hurry up and print it out. Bring the card out, and he's leaving. I said, it did work. He's like, and takes off. All those, look. You know, try to be nice to people, and then you wonder why, right? Then you wonder why. But you get idiots like that, and it didn't work. Throws the card across the counter. Yes, it did work. You got 70 cents off. What do you expect? Oh, one guy. All you're going to get is 4 cents off. That's as high as you're going to get as a customer. As anybody, really. Anyway. The owner's ex-wife, I think, she only gets 4 cents off. She gets a free gas card, but still, she only gets 4 cents off. Swipe the card. So, he comes in. Now, he knows we got that 4 cents off. He said, how much do I get off? I said, 4 cents. It's advertised everywhere, 4 cents. Do I get a discount and a senior's discount? Like, how many discounts do you want? I said, well, we don't do senior discount here. A lot of stores don't do senior. Anyway, especially when they already get a discount. And then he was talking about, you know, that roadside AMA or whatever it is. I don't know. He wanted that discount too. I said, you only get 4 cents off. Like everybody else. Like, are you the king? Oh my word. And I said, and with the 4 cents off, we are cheaper than Costco right now. Like, in other words, if you're not happy with the 4 cents, go to Costco. We're cheaper. That's what I was getting at, but. And another woman comes in, gets her gas. Older woman with this big truck. Well, she don't drive it all the time. She told me that. She's helping someone move, and her truck it's quite long, and it got a cab and everything. Her friend should have hired someone to drive it. Because this woman, another one, old woman, she gets gas, and she said she hasn't washed her car and her truck in a year because she don't drive it and blah blah blah. So she gets 15 tokens. She got tokens at home, but she forgot. Well, as she was getting her gas, the bay cleaner, he just got in. Soon as he comes in, puts his vest on, and he always closes bay too. Because he's going to hook up there eventually, so he gets that one ready. That's the one he likes, and anyway. So he puts a pile on her comb, and it's quite big. Here she comes. They were only one person. And they're all open but that one. And one person over here. That's all. And guess which bay? Seen her driving in it. I was like, I know I seen his comb there. Because when he comes in, I goes and have a cigarette. Around 7 o'clock, it died down, right? Anyways. I figured, well, he was starting his garbage. I thought maybe he moved the comb, changed his mind, put it in. No, underneath her truck. I said, you got the comb underneath your truck. You're gonna have to go to another bay. Which I'm not dealing with this. I'm too tired. I let him deal with it. She backed up and he's still. When he took a little break. But I said to him, now I told him, they got brand new hose. Told both of them right at the beginning, don't let people run over your hose because it's going to wear it down. You're going to get the black and you're going to, because it's orange, and it's going to go down to the black rubber. It's going to spring a hole, and you're not going to be able to, and they're not going to change the hose all the time. Oh, he was babysitting that hose, making sure people wasn't running over it. And I think probably the other guy will too, because, hey, they let them suffer for a couple days. Get yourself soaking wet, then you're going to babysit, because if they would have changed it right away. So anyway, I knew they weren't going to change it right away. I thought they were going to make it shorter, but they didn't. But anyways, so I said to him, that is one of the reasons there why I always tell you guys to babysit your hose. Have a pylon in there. And now if he would have put the hose, he didn't put the hose in. The hose was so, if he would have put that in with the pylon, then she probably might not have drove in there. Because there's more visible stuff, right? But I'm not sure. But anyway, I said that's one of the reasons, because I tell them when they're hung up, they got the hose hung up, always put a pylon, because people don't pay attention. They'll drive in there and they see they see the hose hooked, because you can't hook up to all of them, see? And in the middle of the night, they put around 9 o'clock, 8:30, we still had people coming in. He had his hose hooked up down a ways. And no pylon. I was like, you might as well just talk to the wall. Because at least a pylon might save you, unless you have someone like her, right? But, because they'll drive in. The hose is hooked up and he's not doing that bad. He might be over the next one. But he's hooked up to that one. They'll drive right in. Well, and I told him, put the pylon always where you are hooked up. He got the safety vest on. He's in the next 2 bays or whatever, cleaning it. Okay, people's going to see him. But you're going to have a woman like that, older woman that would just, anyone. So I seen 2 girls one night. I told Buddy, the guy that worked there before, always put a pylon where you're hooked up. Then they can't go in there. And he didn't. He always, like this one that don't listen. And I even told this one what happened. And this is why. Like, there's a reason why I say things. And I give them the reason. I said, here he is in number 12, and he's clean. He's hooked up to 11, because at that time you couldn't hook up to 12. They fixed that. 2 girls in a truck drove right into 11. And of course the hose, like they just came inches of running it over. He could have broke that. And then water would have been, and it would have been a mess. And it would have been his fault. But anyway, kept it wide open. But you can see it when you go in. It's hooked up right there. Like, so they could see. They were just being a menace. And I happened to be down there. And I knew he was hooked up, because he was doing 12. And you couldn't hook up to 12. And I went down, I said, I kicked him right out of there. I said, didn't you see that hooked up? Oh, do we gotta move? I said, yes, you gotta move. He's hooked up to that one. I mean, it was empty. Nobody in there. They had all those, why not go on the other side? They see him on that side. I would go on the other one. Went right where he was hung, where he had his hose. Well, I boot them out of there. I said, you gotta go to another one. He's hooked up to that one. Then we have thing entitled Generation Z. That's what that was. I said, yes, you have to. Don't be like that with me. I don't put up with Z when they're spoiled. From the Pondas era. Spoiling the kids, eh? And Jenny. Spoiling, well, she's partly Z too, so. But Z raising Z kids. That's with her. So that's a mess up. Jason Clara's good kids and everything, but it just, anyway, they discipline them different than our generation and the boomers, you know. Way different. Anyhow, I walked to work. I grabbed some chicken tender things. Good job. Well, I never ate. I bought a Michelina thing, just a small one. And I ate that at 7, but good job I did eat something at 12. Some chicken tenders or whatever they were. And anyway, that kept me going. And that was about 12:30, 1 o'clock. So that kept me going. And bought a banana. See, I went over a Tiger. Banana was 39 cents or something, but in a Michelin, I think, the cheap one. That was, I think I paid, well, less than $5, and then I went and got my pop at dollar store, but that's what kept me going. Oh, it was so hot in there. I had opened both doors that the air goes through. 21 today, and then it's gonna snow, well, in the morning on Friday, Thursday or Friday. But plus 21 today. Oh, this weather. I wonder if people's getting sick and shit. So I got a hold of Bro, and I told him, I said, I'm thinking Saturday after I do my breakfast to go over to his place. Catch the 11 something bus, so I'll get to his place around I say 2 o'clock. Then we can do a mukbang on Mukbang Bro channel in the morning. I do my breakfast. I'm just thinking, how in the world can I work this out? Because I'm spending the night and I'm going to do my breakfast in the morning. I could buy like bacon before I go to No Frills on Saturday morning and get eggs, bacon, some hash browns and whatever. Then bring that to, but we'll probably just skip the dishes, I suppose. A cheap breakfast place that he order from. But it's so much cheaper if you cook do your breakfast right. Anyhow. And then come back Sunday. That's what I'll do. Spend the weekend there. So I think LaFonda works this weekend. I'm not sure. She might have the weekend. I know she got Fridays off. And every second weekend, see. Anyhow, I'll end this and upload it and probably just lay back. I got a frozen dinner. Butter chicken or something, and cheese, and anyway, for my lunch. I'll figure out something. So you guys all have a good day and stay safe, and it's cigarette time.